Hey everyone, Padre Bolt 22 here. Thanks for coming by. This is week 5 of Kitty Claw Friday. The recordings of these streams are exclusively here on my YouTube channel. But if you want to see them live, be sure to check me out on Twitch. There's a link in the description below. I'll explain the rules here at the beginning. Now please enjoy the video. So Kitty Claw Friday, the info will be up on the screen soon. But basically what this is it's me playing a silly game in GTA 5 for half an hour. This game is near impossible, and I think it's just kind of a funny little way for me to hang out every Friday. Anybody wants to come in and chat, these get uploaded on YouTube as well, as does every other stream, but this one is YouTube exclusive. And these just a way people can hang out, listen to the Padre Bowl podcast if no one comes in, which that's I don't mind too much. I think that's fine. As I go in here to my arcade. So basically what it is it's the Shiny Wasabi Kitty Claw. Okay, real quick. I can get this to work. I know I can. I'm not dumb. Okay, it's working. Fingers crossed it stays working. Cross your fingers, everyone. It is the turning on another light. It is the Kitty Claw, Shiny Wasabi Kitty Claw machine. And it is near impossible. We're hitting it off. Timer's up. And we have 31 minutes this week. 1 minute for one follower this week, added to the 30. So basically what this is a claw machine. Hello. That it is really, really hard to get any of these. There's no rhyme or reason. There is no... I should keep this out. There is no like higher chance. It doesn't matter if you're right in the center or if you clip like a certain part like a real claw machine. It is 100% just random chance if you even touch it. So, this is week 5. I have gotten the pink and the green ones so far. And, oops. As I'm doing this, I should go ahead and put the rules up. KCF. There we go. Now it's on the screen if anyone wants to just read it. But, basically, I'm going to be doing this for 31 minutes this week. And, I'm going to be playing it. I'm going to be talking about my week, talking about what is on my mind, what's going on lately. And, that's pretty much the rub of it. So, I'm going to be doing this every week until I get every single one of these. I have read the ones in the front were somewhere between 1 in 50 and 1 in 100 chances. And the ones in the back are somewhere between 1 in 500 and 1 in 1,000. So, it's really not an easy thing to grab. See, I hit that perfectly in the middle there. That does nothing. It does not help me at all. I'm going to try not to look at the screen on my side like this too much because my camera's here. Hello. Hello, everyone. This is Padre Bolt, looking directly into the camera. Is that creepy? It probably is, so I won't do it anymore. So this has been fun. I like doing this. This week was a little bit down on the follower level, but that's okay. I'll live with that. It's doable. It's livable. I mean, what I do want to take away from this week is I finished my first year of... No, thank you, Lester. I finished my first year of Stardew Valley. So that's exciting. We're back into spring. We're almost done with spring now, actually. And pretty much, I feel like I got the hang of the game to its extent. I think there's still definitely content out there that has not been put forward. I don't know if I need to find something or if it's random or if it's a assigned date that it pops up, but we'll see about that. I'd like to see where it goes. I think it's a fun game. I think it's a good place for me to keep going. Not getting the viewers, but you know that's okay. It's I really think that it's not due to me. I think I've done what I can with the presentation of what you can see in the thumbnail, and it's up to the algorithm at this point. And some days you get picked up, some days you don't. And this was just a week where I didn't get picked up much, and you know it happens because I can see the analytics in the end, and I can see how many different people came in and like your watch time and stuff like that. I can't see specifically who's there, but I can see a number, and the numbers aren't high. So I mean, if people aren't coming in, it's not my fault. They if because nobody's if people were I'll say it this way. This is more simple. If people were coming in and leaving, then that's on me. That's totally on me. I'm not interesting enough, entertaining. I'm not retaining people, whatever. But if people aren't coming in, that's just the algorithm not placing me at the top or whatever. And I think once you have 2 to 3 viewers, I mean, you're not showing up on the lowest viewers section anymore because I mean those are zeros and ones. So that's sort of put you in a limbo and in between that you need to fight your way through and just kind of get picked up by the algorithm sometimes. Anyway, I've noticed that wearing white helps a little bit. I shouldn't be looking at the screen again, but I am because I'm looking at myself wearing white. I have a new background. If you can't tell, everything is mirrored. Can't forget about that. Oh, another car. So if I want to move out of the way of my background so you can see a little more, I'll move over here. I just think the mic still catches me if I'm over on this side. So basically, I think that looks cool. I I need to decide something to do about that window in the back. Um, it I don't know if I need to cover up the top half. I don't know if that's gonna crush the light composition of the room. Totally mess that up. I don't know. As for what else I can do, I don't know. Maybe I can find a way to get it higher, but like I don't have the benefit of a wall directly behind me. Like you can see that wall back there is like that's way back there. That's 12 feet away or so, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. I'm not gonna think about it too hard right now, but I don't like I can't put anything up against that wall, honestly, because like what would that do? It would you wouldn't even see it. It's far enough away. And this other wall here is like a closet. It's not really a wall, and I can't really hang anything on a closet because that's not gonna hang. Like, so I don't know what to do too much about that. I don't like the light composition the way it is now. I'll say that for sure. I think the window is way too bright. Is that closed all the way? I'm not 1,000% sure that's closed all the way. So real quick, I'm gonna go try to pull the cord a little bit more. See if that changes anything. I'll be right back. Whoa. Wrong way. Let's see, did that totally blow out the light composition by blowing that light up? Eh, I mean, it looks a little bit better. Here, let me get it to readjust real quick on me. Okay. That's better. Honestly, that's better. That's not as bad as it was. So that's good. Um, it looks better. That for sure looks better. I don't know if I should. I don't know. What would I even? I just put a blanket up there. Just hang a blanket on the wall and just be like, "Hey, everybody, here's my blanket wall. It sits behind me and is very cool." So as I said, I have the pink and the green guys so far. Those were funny stories on those. The first one, it was the second try of the first Kitty Claw Friday, as I was explaining how impossible the game is. So that was funny. Silly, funny. I got a laugh out of it. Um, at the time, I was a little too flustered to get a real reaction out of it, but it's funny. It's funny. It's silly. The green one happened when I was getting hit by a swarm of those fake follow bots, so I didn't even notice it until it was like already in the claws. But those are jerks. I'm glad it's been a couple weeks since that's happened. Since that has happened on stream. Those stink because they follow and then they unfollow. And yeah, it's kind of rude, honestly. It's like, hey, if you're gonna try to grab my IP, at least stay following me. Would using WD-40 stop my chair from squeaking like that? I honestly don't know if that's how WD-40 works. Like, you can put it indoors, but that's like, I don't know. Oh! Hey, we got it! We got one! We got the yellow Rasta guy. Nice! Look, there he is! Hey! Nice! Well, that's exciting. We'd been on a 2-week drought, and that is a new... Oh, look at that guy. I hadn't even seen his glasses before. That's great. Alright, so we're going for the behind poop head now. That's great. That's great. We got one. Shout out to the yellow guy. I'm super pumped by that. I like it. So yeah, that's great. That's great. Big shout outs all around. Shout out to Shiny Wasabi Kitty Claw. Shout out to me for getting it. Shout out to the yellow guy for being caught. That's great. That's great. Good mood. Good vibes. Good vibes all around, everyone. Can I have my first week with 2 plushies? I don't know. We're about to find out. We have 20 minutes left. We are 1/3 of the way in. So, can we get it? Can we get a second one in this stream? That was great. I saw it the whole way. I saw it latch on. It's perfect. Perfect. Beautiful. Dare I say, a Twitch clip? I don't know. I don't know. Keep an eye out. We'll see. I think that's fine. I've said the streams are exclusive to YouTube, but I think clips will be fine. I can have clips here and there. But yeah, week 5. Week 5. We have 3 plushies now. That's great. I like red. I like the red guy with the sweatshirt. I hadn't been able to see him because the yellow guy was in the way the whole time. I love it. He's got sunglasses. I can't wait to get that guy too. Do 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 boo do do do. That's great. I'm satisfied. I'm happy to see this. Big shout out. Hype in chat. Hype. I don't have any hype commands or like celebration commands. I should figure something out with that. No one uses the commands, but I like having them. Those are actually kind of fun to set up. Shout out Stream Elements. Free service. Beautiful, beautiful bot. Stream Elements bot, as you can see him on the screen, explaining Kitty Claw Fridays. I would like... I don't know, if I ever get emotes, I'll for sure do a hype command, but like, what do you do without emotes? Just like have the bot go like, oh yeah, baby, it's hype time. Um, it would be funny. Maybe it'd be funny irony. I mean, again, nobody uses it, so it's not that big of a deal. But it would be funny to me. As for movies, I didn't see a movie this week. Although I technically did. I watched a movie for school. I watched The Day the Earth Stood Still from 1951, 70 years ago. That's hard to believe. That really is. Um, Cinema's crazy. And the idea that it's so old now is whack. What a great statement. Damn, that's whack. Um, yeah, that great movie, by the way. First or one of the first movies to ever use electronic instruments. Oops, hit the wrong one. In its score. So that's cool. It's definitely interesting to see how influential that would have been with the way that movie soundtracks are. I guess I should say. I don't know if everyone understands what score is. I would think most people do, but you never know. But yeah, it's cool. It's definitely cool to see how things have changed. If you're curious, the class I'm referring to, it's a history of science fiction class. It's just an elective I'm taking for a good time. It's pretty cool. I am enjoying it. It's look weird that I'm shifting back and forth like this. Okay, I'm gonna look at. Forgive me. I'm gonna do this one and then look at the screen for a little bit to my side, away from the camera, because I want to see. Does this look silly? To me, it looks like my camera's flickering still, and I hope that's not the case. Here, I can pull it up on my phone. Give me a second. Yeah, it is flickering a little bit. What the heck? Here. I'm not a fan of this. I don't know why this is going on. Let's see if I can. Here, I'm gonna try to just totally redo the white balance. So by getting that, you get hand cam real quick, and now I'm back. That made it even worse. Okay, if I turn this light off, is that better? Doesn't look like it. That's weird. Weird, everyone. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get... Here, I'm gonna actually pull myself up. Sit up a little bit so I don't look like a slouch monster. Slouch monster. I think the wife... This looks okay, right? Do I need the light on? I don't know. Da, 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 ba, 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 da. Yeah, I do wish the dog could be a little higher. It's just I have to like prop it up off the ground, and I don't know, propping it up super high doesn't really make much sense because it doesn't have anything to be pushed against. For anyone wondering, I'm gonna count these two guys in the middle as separate, and I'm gonna catch them separately because I don't know if they're different, but I don't want to accidentally skip one and then miss something. So you do get something for catching all of the crane toys. I think it's a shirt. Okay, I hit the wrong one. I think it's a shirt. So that's yeah, that's what it is. Here. So yeah, so basically as a reminder, every follow I get here on Twitch, and if you're watching this recorded on YouTube, every follow I get over on Twitch, wink, is going to add 1 minute to Kitty Claw Fridays at the end, and so that's why we got one follower this week, so it's 31 minutes total. Do I add YouTube subscribers to that? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Does that sort of cheapen it, or would that make it better? I'm not gonna do Twitter followers. That's not okay. I love you if you follow me on Twitter. I would love it if you did. But this is about streaming basically. Is what it's supposed to be a reward for. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll add. I mean, again, not a lot of people are subscribing on YouTube, as you would expect. Like, you don't just get followers or subscribers out of nowhere on YouTube. That's very difficult to get picked up by that algorithm for sure. Um, but as for would that be a good idea? I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Let me check some on my phone real quick. I'm going to be back in 15 seconds. 15 secondos. Full screen this, please. Okay. All right. And yeah, so maybe I'll do it. I'll give it some thought. Sorry to anyone who had to hear that voice crack right there. That was embarrassing for everyone involved. Is it just me here? Then maybe it was just embarrassing for me. Who knows? But what else? Movies. I didn't see any movies this week other than The Day the Earth Stood Still. I watched that at home. I'm hoping to see more movies this upcoming week. I know Venom, Let There Be Carnage comes out. I may or may not see that in IMAX, depending. I don't know. IMAX rocks. I just don't like paying the upcharge. But yeah, I would like to see it in a premium theater at least. I don't know if that means I'm going to go to AMC or Regal. It's very exciting to see that James Bond is coming out soon. I've been waiting for that forever. I love those movies. I love Daniel Craig. He rocks. Awesome dude. What else is coming up? Dune is coming. That should be cool. I'm not 100% sold it's gonna do the source material justice, but at the very least, the visuals should be very cool. Um, Anything else coming soon? Bum, 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 bum. Not that I remember, honestly. But yeah, James Bond. I'll try to see James Bond in IMAX. Yeah, that'll be cool for sure. Um, I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. I sort of miss 3D movies. Like, I don't miss paying the upcharge, I'll say that, but I miss a little bit how it was cool. It was cool and it was different. I like the spice that it brings. I'll say that. Um, and nothing comes out in 3D anymore. Absolutely nothing. And if it does, it's not even in the premium formats in 3D. It's like in a side theater that's smaller. And as you know, I have the unlimited passes for the theaters, so it seems silly to go to the non-premium formats if I have the option. Venom. How's Venom gonna do this weekend? I'm really curious to see that. Um, let's put in PB's Padre Bolt's weekend box office prediction. I'm gonna put forward 50 million, 50, the big 50. I don't think it's gonna be the absolute. I don't think it's gonna have the power of the Disney Marvel movies. I could be wrong. Um, if I had to pick a range, I would say 40 to 70. It's a pretty wide range. I'll go 55. Final answer 55. We'll see if I remember next week that I did this, and maybe this will be something I do every Friday. Who knows? Um, I feel like there's not as much reporting on the box office as there used to be. I mean, obviously the box office is not as exciting as it once was. I always liked that. There used to be, maybe there still is. I just don't do it anymore. Thing called Fantasy Movie League. That was fun. Fun way to play around with your buddies to see how much you know, what's gonna come out, what's gonna catch on, what isn't. Um, I love movies, man. I love movies. I love everything about them. I love going to the movies. I actually don't like watching movies at home. That's a little bit of a surprise. I'll go into that today. The reason I like watching movies in the theater so much is, excuse me, I have the hiccups for some reason. It it forces you to be in the moment. You can't, you shouldn't take out your phone, and I never do. You mostly don't take out your phone. You can't get distracted by that stuff. You're not getting tweets every minute. You're not getting, alerts from everything every minute. You're not getting crazy news headlines sent to your phone that make you roll your eyes. It's like, come on, really? And you just enjoy about 2 hours of being by yourself. Your brain turns off. There's a saying. I know the saying is that idle hands are the devil's playground, but I like to say that idle mind is the devil's playground. And the more empty time you have to yourself, the more negativity you can bring upon yourself. That's always been something I've noticed, and I preach keeping yourself busy, doing something. That's one of the reasons I love streaming so much. It's a great time to just be focusing on what I'm doing, not don't have an idle mind. Idle mind, bad mind. Um, Leads to some bummer moods. And I feel like you avoid that when you're inside a movie theater, and that's why I see so many movies, because it's great relaxation time. Even if you're seeing a bad movie, like, don't fall asleep in the theater. People do. You'd be surprised how many people do. But like, just sometimes you can just close your eyes and take in the sound for a moment, and just hear everything that the movie's giving you. Sometimes even in better movies, that's something you can do, because there's such little detail in the sound. There's such detail on such a small extent. Tiny details is what I'm trying to say. In really good movies and their sound design, and being able to hear the minutia that's in there is, sometimes it's special. Sometimes it's nice to, even though you are zoomed out and you're enjoying a movie, to every once in a while just go, I'm going to appreciate what I'm being shown in this scene, everything that's involved with this, whether it's the set design, the CGI, which, it's less and less impressive as time goes on. And honestly, recently I've been noticing is getting worse. I think that might be a place that they're cutting costs. There was definitely in Black Widow some bad CGI. I don't want to say bad. It seems rude, but there was some less than I would come to expect from Marvel CGI. Shang-Chi was better, but there was still some points where it was like, what happened there? What's going on with that? Like, I'm sure it has nothing to do with the skill of the people involved. It's just time and money committed to that, and that's out of their hands. God bless them. But sometimes the other things you can appreciate is the music. Marvel's interesting where you're not really supposed to notice music in the Marvel movies. That's an interesting what do you call it? Philosophy for them to have. Very different from the DC movies. Especially the Hans Zimmer DC movies. Those soundtracks are just amazing. Even the movies that people don't love, like the first Superman movie with Henry Cavill. boy, that soundtrack is amazing. It's ridiculous. And boy, the Batman soundtracks, whew, holy cannoli. Those are amazing. Now, the Joker soundtrack is a little bit different. That I wouldn't listen to most of that on my own, like outside of the movie. But inside of the movie, it's so different from the Marvel movies, where it's the soundtrack is incredibly important to what is in the scenes, and you are cognizant. You're hearing the soundtrack so much of the movie, both in the terms of like real music, like not real. I don't want to say real, but like popular music, such as like the Frank Sinatra stuff and all that, and the score, which is the orchestrated music behind the movie. It's I forget the person's name that did Joker. I apologize to whoever that is. You're never gonna see this, but I still do apologize because it was an amazing movie, amazing soundtrack. This is PB's red flags. A lot of people say liking Joker is a red flag, but boy, that movie is really good. The that I only have a minute left. I'm gonna tell this story, and I'll just do my thank you here. I want to thank Big Rig Carl for following this week. Big shout out to you, Big Rig Carl. With the last minute, I'm gonna go for the thing in the back. I'm gonna tell this story though. I might go a little bit over. I do have people waiting for me to do something. So I won't go too far over, but seeing Joker opening weekend when there was the threat of violence at the theaters, I don't know. Like you hate to say like it's exciting for something like that, but oops, I missed. But it was like nothing happened, and I knew nothing was going to happen. I knew that was sensationalism and paranoia online. But seeing that in a full theater, there's like SWAT team outside the theater, like, because like, oh, what could happen? Like it wasn't gonna happen. But man, and the idea that that's such a suspenseful, and some of that movie is just so stressful watching it, and to see it in a premium theater with premium sound and everything, that was really an experience, and watching it at home would not do that justice. That's something I'd like to talk about more in more depth later. Not necessarily the Joker part, but the idea of watching a movie at home versus away, and some of the things that are different, like what do you call it? Like Tenet, watching that at home versus watching it in the theaters, so different. That's gonna be it, though. I'll leave that here for the week. Thank you so much, everyone that follows, not just this week, but all the time. We got one this week. That's awesome. I'm super pumped. I can't wait to see everybody next week. Well, we got one this week. Hey, we'll be back next week too, same time, to try to get another. Go follow me on Twitch to add one more minute to next week's Kitty Claw Friday. If you want to see more here on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe on your way out. Now stay safe and stay lucky. This is Padre Bull 22, and I'll see you next time.